Hi. In a friendly green color, here is a global location. Yeah. And what it's designed to do is to find where things are. Because, like, if you know where they are, then there they are. And, well, if you're flat out not sure where you are, it can tell you where you are, too. And all you got to do is ask it. Now, this is a crayoning. And so if that doesn't look like a whole bunch of boxes to you, then, well, we'll just have to pretend that people who have enough time on their hands to watch other people draw pictures with crayons also have enough time on their hands to pretend they can see lots of little boxes inside this rendering. So let's say ding ding ding, you find a box and it turns red. Or if you're a variation of red-green color blindness, it turns what your emotional shade of less red or less green says, good, I'm glad I found that, or maybe at long last now I know where that thing I don't like is. Some people don't like the technological bath we all live in. My curious nickname for us as individuals, why I selected blue, I don't know. So I call all of us nearly identical blue people. Everybody on the planet, all, 7 billion. All of us live in a great big microwave bath now. And we can find each other using it, even if only vaguely. Say, we can find which continent, which area in the continent, and then various human endeavors within the continent, on which road, various natural endeavors by which mountain, linguistic maps. We can find each other. We can find each other, I believe, by seeing manifestations of the heavens, which for me look like water gurgling through and to the earth. It doesn't look like a special effect to me. It looks like a palpable and feels like a palpable reality. I see it and then I feel it. Other people are attuned perhaps differently. Not just perhaps. and I see it in conjunction with tendrils. And normally when I see tendrils first, they're red. For me, that's what I see. Like, not like watch out. Maybe the tendrils are saying watch out, or maybe I just should take notice. Boing. I'm told in China that to some extent, red is considered a good luck color. And we see, well, one can imagine, I've seen tendrils in a variety of shades. My guess is there's as many visions of tendrils as there are people. Although certainly the tendrils unite. So if a group of tendrils bump into two otherwise nearly identical blue people, they'll share something. And I wouldn't be surprised if those nearly identical blue people might share that sharing on some emotional wavelength, perhaps in a dream, perhaps as a member of a society. And to some extent, whether the tendrils are manifest, in this instance, just in different colors to suggest different groups. This one might be people who one of the sponsors of O21 is if you just can't take a vegan, someone who has a vegan diet anymore, we got a product called yak tibia, which is an imaginary product that's an extract from a beast of burden that's, I believe, in Asia, called a yak. At least that's what some people call it. So these daydreams, maybe get a purple one in too, and overlapping manifestations of previous lifetimes, potential future lifetimes. People attempt to quantify them. I think sometimes we see them in flags like the Union Jack or other flags where they're schematically represented. Let's go back to our nearly identical blue people. Well, we have these boxes. In this instance, I'm going to draw them in yellow. And I believe these tendrils can find their way into the boxes as well as they find themselves into our bodies. Now, the manifestations of the heavens, to me, these are infinite in a way that produces an infinity. Like a genius, a genesis, a geniuses. And I believe human beings have this capacity to respond to the creative endeavor, to and through, and to some extent with, the tendrils as well. Variations on how these things manifest themselves, that being, these things being the manifestations of the heavens, us, the tendrils, and the microwaves, be they linear, vector, or three-dimensional. That's what a lot of this show's about.